Hey guys, Serge here. Hope you're doing good. Tuesday, November 2nd. Eyes wide open, head on a swivel, I keep saying it. I'm watching a video from Demcat. I'm going to link it at the bottom. I like this guy, straightforward, 2A believer, great guy. What prompted me to make a video is the title of his videos, and it brought me to some other things. First part of his title is The Great Resignation. I made a video on that, and he talks about that a little bit. And he talks also about truckers warn Biden about supply chain. China stockpiling food. So we're going to go through that a bit. The Great Resignation. I said this in a video. People will not do what they did knowing what they know now. And I think that that's happening across the board. A lot of people are saying F this. A lot of people who are IT savvy and figured out how they can make money online are working remotely. So a lot of people are figuring out they can live in cheaper areas and blah, blah, blah. So the Great Resignation. Truckers are warning Biden about the supply chain. Well, he talks about the mandates for the jabberoon to be applied to truckers in LA. So Garcetti, look, you cannot define him as anything else but a piece of shit. These guys are in their trucks. While in the port, I don't think they get out of their trucks. I think they just drive in and boom, yeah, there you go, and they're gone. So there's a mandate when you're in the port, but if you're outside the port, there's no mandate. What's the logic? If the end result is to contain it. Yeah, here, no, but they're okay. Well, yeah, but you could still spread it out there. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense. In any case, China stockpiling food. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So, as you know, YouTube always gives you a list of, suggestions. And the first one on top here is Maneko64, one of the channels I follow. I also follow I like that. Mario is video of this morning. Cracks showing in bond markets as central banks, whatever the rest of the title is. I keep telling you, go watch Maneko. Cracks showing in the bond markets. Yeah, Evergrande. Ooh la 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 la, huh? That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Comes back to my video on there's not even proof yet. No one has officially stated that it is paid. So far, it's all sources, people related to the matter, blah, 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 Bob's uncles, sisters, nephews, cousins, friend who once delivered a pizza to the guy who built the fence for the guy who knew, always these reliable sources. So officially, nobody has come out of the CCP, the POBC, come out and said, no. Payment done, here's the bond, here's the whatever, so we don't know. And like I said, I'm not a charts and a markets guy. I understand when the line goes up, it's good. When it goes down, it's bad. You get it? Like, I'm getting the basics, but I'm not. So I don't know how long it takes before we can get the info. Because I know there are, like, I think it's the traders' reports. They show up, like, I don't know, the week later, the month later. Well, whatever happened that month, you find out after it happened. You understand? So if the move has happened and they are bankrupt and you find out only in 30 days or 7 days or whatever and you don't know now, well, when the news comes out, you're left holding the bag. So anyhow, I look, bonds are going to be an issue. In any case, the last part was China stockpiling supplies. BBC News, China urges family to store basic supplies in case of emergency. Ouch. You know why? The emergency they're talking about is complete and utter lack of power. Complete and utter power failure. And the reason for that is this. The flooding disaster is the worst that farmers in Henan like Wang can remember in 40 years. 40 years. So, and it's a preview of the extreme conditions the country is likely to face as blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. So, here's what's happening. because if you know about HAARP, HAARP, you stop believing this crap. Do you understand? So, the point is this. China has been the victim of flood after flood after flood. You could go on YouTube. There are videos, channels that specialize on gathering all these videos from across the world of all these events. And you could see China keeps getting nailed. I think 3 of the power dams they had built to offset the coal plants they wanted to shut down were flooded. So now they're shutting down the coal plants. They stopped ordering the coal, blah, blah, blah. They even had a little tiff with Australia about Australian coal. Whoop, now they came back, kind of shooting the shit with Australia. They want to buy Australian coal. Why? Well, because they got none. They stopped doing it. And, whoop, the electric plant, the dams didn't materialize. Like, they're there, but they're not functioning. Like, if you have a dam and it's off, like, what the fuck's the point? So, China has been flooded. Those dams, if they fail, especially the Three Gorges Dam, if it does fail, it's going to flood. I think it's 40% of the farmland to feed China is downstream from the Three Gorges Dam. That means you're going to have like about 5 or 600 million people that are going to be like looking for food. Think about it. What's 40% of 1.4 billion? About that? 600 million people that are going to be like looking for food. So the Chinese government, I mentioned this before, I think last year, they were already increasing their orders. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your food now. Don't F around. Canned foods, dry food, rice, beans. Get the stuff that'll get you through it. Don't buy the crap you won't eat. If you don't eat asparagus, don't go get a case of asparagus because it's on sale. It's gonna rot there. Get the stuff you eat, but get an extra 2 can. You got $20, and you were gonna go buy a nice big latte with pumpkin spice. Well, maybe 10 cans of food would be a better deal. I don't know. All right, eyes wide open, guys. Head on a swivel. I'm telling you, I said, Red October, we saw all kinds of shit happen in October. And now we're in November. We're going to see the repercussions of what happened in October. Bix brought that up. Bix Weir, whether you like him or not, he brought that up, that he thought November was the issue. Cliff High, the guy who does the woo stuff, his bots are fairly accurate on a few things. Timing is not one of them, but on events, they get the event. They don't necessarily get the timing right, but they get the event. And it's based on linguistics, and it's complex as shit. I don't claim to understand it. But he also mentioned that November could be an issue. I forget who it was also that mentioned November could be an issue. Another of the big boys, I forget who it was. Was it Bill Holter? I forget. In any case, I don't want to put any words in anybody's mouth. But it's like a few times now that I hear, yeah, November could be an issue. It could be a problem. Canada quit QE. Australia quit QE. That should affect the bond markets. We should see something happen somewhere. So, guys, again, keep your eyes wide open and your head on a swivel, because we're going to see what's coming, I think, this month. Remember the 5th of November. That's such a cool line. Cheers. Sarge out.